dear friends, welcome to the military diplomacy. In this video we're gonna talk about the 6th generation fighter jets. I'm gonna present to you the top 10 and how it works, so stay tuned and pay attention.
Have you ever wondered how the 6th generation fighter jets would be like? Well, that's hard to say as there has been little more than artist renderings so far. Naturally, it would build upon the foundation of current 5th generation aircraft to include stealth thrust vectoring, powerful AESA radar, infrared tracking, and helmet-mounted displays. Few countries have announced the development of this 6th generation aircraft program, with very little reporting on progress on 6th generation fighters, slippage being reported in production of variants of the 5th generation fighters, and these variants are more realistic timeframe for fielding 6th generation fighters. Anyway, let's dive right into the details for the list of the 6th generation fighter jets. Firstly, we have a jet fighter known as the I-3 fighter. In 2010, the Japanese Ministry of Defense exposed the concept of 6th generation national product jet fighter. This would be based on the 3 eyes concept of an aircraft that was informed, intelligent, and instantaneous. This concept proposed a counter-stealth fighter capable of detecting enemy stealth aircraft with its combat information composed of high-power radar, advanced sensor suite, and tactical link with external sensor nodes and accompanying UAVs, and defeating them with network-based team tactics. Up next is the J-28. China is doing research for the development of this jet fighter, its 6th generation fighter jets. Sources said the J-28 shall be a multi-function stealth fighter jet which is able to conduct accurate conventional hit to counter nuclear threats. It will be equipped with sensors fusion and highly sensitive avionics system in full electromagnetic spectrum. Next, we have the Future Combat Air System. Now, this is a European combat system of systems under development by Airbus and Dassault Aviation. The FCAS will consist of a next-generation weapon system, and this new generation fighter will be the 6th generation jet fighter that replaces the current generation of the French Dassault Rafales, European Airbus's Eurofighter Typhoons, as well as Spain's F-18 Hornets by around 2035 to 2040. Up next, we have the Mikoyan MiG-41 or PAK-DP. This aircraft is intended to replace the Mikoyan MiG-31 in the Russian Air Force in mid-2020s. It is still under development and is intended to have its first flight after 2025. The aircraft will likely cruise at speeds of at least Mach 3 or 3,675 km per hour and fly at high altitudes that is above 12,000 meters to cover the most amount of Russia's very large territory in the shortest period of time. Next, we have the BAE Systems Tempest. This is a proposed stealth fighter aircraft concept to be designed and manufactured in the United Kingdom for the British Royal Air Force and the Italian Aeronautica Militare. This is intended to enter service from 2035, replacing the Eurofighter Typhoon aircraft. £2 billion will be spent by the British government on the project by 2025. Up next is the FX program. Now, this is a proposed aircraft for the United States, and it was described that the aircraft has a long-range stealthy sensor shooter called penetrating counter-air. The Air Force would use prototyping to speed along key technologies in the hope of maturing them early enough for inclusion in advanced aircraft to be fielded in the early 2030s. And lastly, we have the F-8XX. This is a development and acquisition program for a future 6th generation air superiority fighter to replace the United States Navy's F/A-18EF Super Hornet beginning in late 2020s. The concept is a tailless twin-engine stealth fighter available in manned and unmanned configurations, and it has canards, which usually comprises the frontal radar cross-section, but lack of a tail shows an emphasis on all aspects stealth. It also has diverterless supersonic inlets similar to the F-35. So winding up the video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for viewing in. Bye-bye.
If you like the video and if you like military diplomacy, please like it, subscribe and share to your friends. Every day a new video to you. Thank you very much. Enjoy.